We are absolutely delighted and honored to be introducing to you here at AROPL Studios our esteemed guest, Brother Idnan Shafi. How are you doing today, Brother Idnan?
Assalamu alaikum, Sister Ailia. Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Wa alaikum salam. We're very happy to have you here. Thank you so much for visiting us here at AROPL Studios, and we're excited to go into your story.
It's great to have you here, Brother Idnan, and I know you have a fascinating tale to tell us, the journey, the hero's journey that you went on to find the Imam of your time. We were wondering if you could share that journey with us.
Yeah, it wasn't a simple journey, I'd say, but the Alibat really help you if you've got a sincere heart and, you're willing to give up a lot of things. They help you. It's like when God says, you take one step towards me, I'll take a few more steps towards you.
Yes.
So this is how Alibat works. They said, we'll see what you can do. You claim love. Let's see how much love can you give. And in return, they'll bring you closer. So I believe it's that kind of connection which Alibat have with their people, believers. And my journey started from a Sunni. And I'd never been interested in religion. And just reading certain books and listening to lectures. And I remember my first Urdu book, where he mentioned Imam Ali as a warrior. I loved that character from there. And basically, from that baby stage, just led me towards...
How old were you when you came across this book?
This book, I was about 9, 10.
Wow, okay. And growing up in a Sunni Pakistani household, like myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
You can relate here.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, of course.
And this book is a book that you came across and it was about Imam Ali.
Imam Ali, yeah.
And this character really sort of resonated with you.
Oh, yeah. I don't think even Sunnis would disagree that he was a champion, but all they saw him as a warrior and nothing else. Even to this day, when you talk to them, their knowledge, they said, it's mentioned something about knowledge there, but it's more of a warrior than, anything else. But my changing point from there was my elder brother who introduced me to Shia 12ers. And from there, again, started looking into books, and visions really helped. And that journey in itself was amazing. There's too many visions to be going through, to be honest.
So you had a lot of dreams, basically, about the Ahlul Bayt, about Muhammad and the family of Muhammad.
Yeah, Prophet Muhammad. And even, at a point I thought, I can't share this. I said, if I share this, they'll think, I'm making this stuff up. And at a point I thought, okay, is that devil, just messing with my head, until I came up to narrations where he said the devil cannot confuse you when it comes to the family of Muhammad. Because they just give you, anything confuses you. Imam guides you straight away. And it's your sincerity. And it was years later, I think sometime in the year 2000, a close friend of mine, he introduced me to the call of the Yamani. He said, there's this guy. We used to talk about religion. He was a 12 Shia, I'm a 12 Shia. And we used to sit down and talk about Imam Mahdi. And he used to even say, oh, Imam Mahdi, what if he comes in a suit and tie? We're expecting him to be dressed like an Arab. And what if he comes in a suit and tie? And I laughed. And I thought, yeah, I've never thought to that vision. That vision never came in my mind. Even in his mind, he just said it. I don't know what it made him say, although he still hasn't accepted this faith yet. He's like 50-50. I thought, okay. And then I thought, okay, this Yamani character. So we started looking into this Yamani character, and he found a contact who was in UK, who was also preaching at that time about the Yamani. And we thought, okay, we'll see if we can arrange a meeting, sit down, get to know him. And while that, I saw visions of Imam Ahmad al-Hassan that time, and I knew, okay, this guy is legit. So
you had known that Imam Ahmad al-Hassan is saying that he is the Yamani at that point. And this preacher, was he calling towards Imam Ahmad al-Hassan, or?
He was calling towards Ahmad al-Hassan. We had these booklets. They were written in Arabic. And he basically was talking about the will. And the Ahmad is mentioned in the will. And me and him, we went to the Husseiniya in Bradford to preach to the scholar there. And we sat down and we gave him the pamphlet. It was a yellowish pamphlet. And he looked at it and he was shocked. And he goes, I cannot say anything. He goes, I need to confirm this with the scholars in Iran.
I see.
And we just sat there and I looked at him. And I thought, okay. I said, but you're a scholar. But, your imam's calling you. You got the hadith of the Yamani. I said, you got him claiming the will. I said, what's going on? He goes, no. These are rash decisions. We can't just make them. We need to go confirm this and we'll come back.
I think that's interesting, isn't it? We've got actually this interesting thing where there are Shia out there who say that yes, Imam Ahmad al-Hasan is the Yamani. But then it's interesting because you've got the 12 Shia who stop at the 12th Imam and they do not accept the 12 Mahdis after the 12 Imams. Yes. And those 12 Mahdis are critical to accepting in order to accept the entirety of the will. But they stop at the 12th Imam. And then you've got some of the Shia who claim they believe in Imam Ahmad al-Hasan as the first of the Mahdis, but then they stop at that point and they don't believe in Abu Sadiq from him his peace, whose name is Abdullah mentioned in the will. So in order to actually believe in God and in Prophet Muhammad and his will, you'd have to believe in the 12 Imams and all the 12 Mahdis after them. So what happens next, Idnan? So this preacher is talking to you about Ahmad al-Hasan now.
Yeah, he's gone back. He's found out from his sheikh, whoever told him whatever he wanted to tell him. He's come back and he goes to me and the brother. He says, right, we've been told that this guy's a magician. Ahmad is a magician.
Told by who?
Told by his sheikh. He didn't mention.
So some scholar, some random scholar.
So he's gone to Iran. They do the ziyarah there and they come back and he goes, he's a magician. He goes, he's a liar. We can't just believe what he says. I said, what about the will? He goes, it's false.
The will is false is it?
The will is false. Yes. He goes, there's nothing else to say on this.
The hadith itself, they mean, or the fact that there even was a will? What was false?
The will itself is false.
My goodness.
So I said, okay. Then the brother spoke. He goes, the hujjah's made on you, so you accept it or you reject it. And we left him to that. And then from there, it's that same mosque. I mean, people still go there. He preaches. He's seen me a few times there. I still used to go there because the jurisprudence side of these things, I wasn't aware. So we were still going there, Muharram time and everything. He used to see me. And he never said anything. But he tried to play like, nothing happened. And I just played along. But I always believed, because Dua Ahad is one of the duas of the Imam, of the 12th Imam.
Can you, for the viewers, just explain why Dua Ahad is important and significant?
MashaAllah, it's an amazing dua. It's the Imam says that the person who recites these for 40 days, the Imam of the time, you will be with him.
Yes.
And this is one of the things which I believe every believer is looking forward towards, is helping the Imam of the time. But unfortunately, they've been misguided by the scholars. They think, okay, we're going to wake up one day, like it says in Dua Ahad, but when the Imams talk, their words and how they mean it, they rephrase it, and what they mean is in different words.
It's like allegorical.
Yeah. So they think, okay, we're going to find a letter underneath our pillow, or there's going to be a shout cry from the sky. And this is what the people are waiting for. They don't believe in actual physical Imam. They just say, oh, it's going to be magical. You're going to come out your grave with a sword in your hand. And I know friends of mine, Shias, who went out, bought swords. They've got swords in their houses.
Like actual physical swords?
Actual physical swords.
Interesting.
And they've got them in the house. I said, what you got these for?
Yeah.
I said, Imam needs you. I said, how are you going to get that through the airport?
Why would the Imam need someone to have a physical sword at all?
Right, exactly. And again, we use this phrase, dim-witted literalists, which is what the scholars are. Not only do they misguide and mislead people like they did with you when you came with the will of the Messenger of God. Imagine, you're coming with the will that is in At-Tusi, that is in the Bihar al-Anwar. I mean, these are not apocryphal texts in Shia Islam. These are mainstream sources of narration. And you're like, okay, tell me about the 12 Mahdis that come after the 12 Imams. Some Shia scholars reject this outright as a fabricated hadith when they go back to GHQ in Iran. Yeah. And other Shias, they lie on television when they're asked about the will, and they interpret it as they see fit.
Yeah.
And this is something that happened to you, and it just makes my blood boil.
It's even, I'm going to mention the name of the scholar, Sayyid Aman Akshwani.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, yes.
He's one of them who's was sitting on live TV. One of the callers called
Yes.
And he asked him about the will.
I've seen that video too. Yeah.
And he asked him, he goes, there's a will. And he mentions the 12 Mahdis after 12 Imams. What's this? And he goes, 12 Imams, 12 Mahdis. He goes, they're the same people. He goes, why are you complicated things? He said this.
And then he actually attacks the caller, right?
Yeah.
He actually says to this caller, you're sitting in your basement, we're learning hadith. You know, they make it personal.
Yeah.
Because they got nowhere to hide.
They're offended by the truth because the will clearly states that after 12 Imams, there shall be 12 Mahdis. These are the words of our holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him and his family. So anyone to say that the 12 Mahdis are the 12 Imams, they're clearly being willfully ignorant to what's right in front of them.
It's the 12 Mahdi hadiths. I've had my own brother. He was the one who also believed in the dawa first. Ahmad al-Hasan came in his visions to show him that, the dawa was real. And he next day told me, he goes, there's truth in it. He goes, I've seen him in my visions. And I thought, okay. But years down the line, he's faded away and he's gone back to his old ways. And I asked him, I said, what's happened? He goes, oh no, it's false. I said, how is it false? So we had a back and forth and he said, oh, you know what? You're not an Arab. So this will, if it mentions him in Arabic, you have to get it in Arabic. You can't just say in English. I said, okay. I said, I'll find it in Arabic for you as well. But you don't read Arabic. I said, you've been told about this for Arabic. He goes, no, just get me the Arabic. So I got him the Arabic, one of the snapshots at our Telegram group. So I sent him it there. I said, look, I said, buy the book. I said, there's the Arabic. I said, just match it and ask a scholar.
Yeah.
I said, confirm your doubts. He never got back to me after that.
Of course.
And since then, he doesn't talk to me anything. But
now he's really scared because now you proved that it's also in Arabic.
Yeah.
And what profound logic is this, that it has to be in the Arabic language for it to be
real.
true?
Yeah.
to be
Right?
true, yeah.
So you've gone through this interesting journey back and forth with different people that you've talked to about what's true, what you believe to be true, from Sunni people to Shia people, and you're now an individual who believes completely in the entire will of Prophet Muhammad, all 12 Imams and all 12 Mahdis after them. And you've pledged your allegiance to Abu Sadiq. Can you describe to us that moment where you decided that this is what I need to do? I must pledge allegiance to this man. I recognize him to be a messenger of God in this day and age. What was that moment?
That moment is very hard to explain. It's you go through anxieties. You think, there's a devil wanting you, stopping you from doing that, and there's yourself thinking, okay, you need to do this. He goes, going to Husseiniya mosques every year, going to all these days or festivals of Ahl Bayt, which I said, when the crunch time comes, you're going to back off. And this is something which you were just, going back and forth. I'm thinking, okay, I need to take the bayah. I need to do this. I need to meet the people. I need to be around people who actually believe in this, not the negative type. So, because the negative type, they've got no proofs at all against this dawah. No proofs at all. Only thing they do is attack Abu Sadiq. Oh, he's got a beanie. Oh, he's dressed in a westernized clothes. Oh, there's some statues there. Oh, what's this? Oh, women without covering their hair. And it's all been proved by you, sister, and the other sisters as well, that the hijab, which they're talking about, it's not obligatory. And this was common sense for them as well. Because the Arabs in that time, I said, look at the scorching heat. You're going to cover your head. Even the men covered their head.
Exactly.
So this was very strange. And even the Kaaba was shocking as well. But this is something, jurisprudence side of things, we'll leave that. And I tell the people, I said, leave the jurisprudence. Once you agree that the claimants of the will are the people, I said, everything will fall into place. Jurisprudence, people shouldn't worry about jurisprudence. If you're looking into the dawah, look into the claims. Yeah. Look into the claims. I mean, the claims are very, very straightforward. And they're like a thorn stuck in the scholar's throat. This will now.
Yeah, it's a great way to describe it. They're choking on it. They can't respond.
They're choking on it. They are choking on it. And the Iran and these guys, they're a joke, the scholars. They are a joke. They don't give khutbahs. I mean, when you listen to them, they'll only talk certain things. They don't talk about Ahl Bayt. They don't talk about anything spiritual. All they talk about is what to do here, what to do there. Even they'll talk about the Ahl Bayt. they say that we are the Wilayatul Faqih.
That's right. The guardianship
guardians
of the
religion.
jurisprudent. Yeah.
I mean, Abba Sadiq and Ahmad Al Hassan, this is like I said, it's a thrown in their throats now. They don't know what to do with it. They can't swallow it now. And they can't spit it out either.
So you actually read The Goal of the Wise, and you've been watching the lecture series of Abba Sadiq, and you pledged allegiance to him, and then you made sure to read his gospel, you made sure to watch his lectures. You have now been hearing and reading his knowledge. What do you think of that? And
absolutely amazing.
How would you describe it, like the experience of learning from him?
Probably because Ali Bat's knowledge is like, it's too much for certain people to handle. Now, I know certain aspects of this knowledge, it's alien to them because they're used to more on the softer tone. Either that or they'll be ghalis. They just call them gods. But apart from that, the knowledge of the souls, there's Al-Hafd al-Sharif, which has been translated by our father, Abba Sadiq.
Yes.
And it's other works as well, where it's prophesied. It prophecies. I mean, if you just look at them, the prophecies, I mean, you guys done an episode on prophecies as well, fulfilled prophecies. That were amazing, by the way.
Thank you so much. You're on Rise Up.
Yeah. There's different works. I mean, I had to write them all down and go through them all again and again and again.
It's a long list.
It's a long list of things, what he's done. I mean, the Rival series it was the one attracting me to Abba Sadiq. And him being at forefront, doing the dawa of the Yemeni. I knew this guy has got knowledge. But later on, when he claimed to be Abdullah as well, and it made sense.
Made so much sense.
Because he's already in there.
Yeah.
He's already there. But it was amazing. His knowledge, what he's bringing, for the people is amazing. And we're going to get haters. I mean, this is something prophesied as well. But it's amazing how he's bringing up together the communities. Nobody has ever done that. Nobody's even thought of doing that before. It's all about Islam and us, either Sunni or Shia, or we are right, you are wrong. And he's come forward and brought the truth to the people. You like it or not, the medication is going to be bitter, but, it's there now.
So, as you said, Idnan, we are going to get haters. And I know you're saying that from a place of being able to relate to it because you actually are someone who, after you decided to pledge allegiance, Idnan actually went forward and wanted to support this call and this movement and our father, Abba Sadiq, from him is peace. And you actually went ahead and you decided to start giving dawa, actively calling people to the truth. Can you explain to the people, to the viewers watching, what were you doing? How were you doing that? What were your strategies on doing that? And what was the reaction that you got?
My strategy was the mosques now, each mosque, they've got their email addresses, people to contact them for donations and other stuff. Then normally admins are there. Normally the scholars would be there dealing with the emails. So I thought, Googled it, got the full list of the Shia mosques in UK. And I made a summary of what I need to write to them, what I need to send to them to get the best reply, send it to them. And they received it. Some blocked me. And some just totally ignored me. Straight away blocked me. And some just ignored me. I only got one reply of Hubaili. Because Hubaili, they've got the tafsir of Quran and articles. He's a gentleman in Pakistan who's decided, he's done that. I learned a lot from his works as well. But he wrote an article against Ahmad Al Hassan. So I thought, okay, this will be interesting. Looked in the article, it was completely wrong and false. So he's using claims which Ahmad Al Hassan never made a claim of them.
Wow.
So
it's like slander. It's like false slander, false accusations.
False accusation and his own versions of hadith, which he put forward. And I had to clarify to him that the Imam of the time is the only one who'll come forward and he'll say, this hadith is valid, this is not, this is wrong and this is right.
Yes.
I said, you sit in there, you'll get 10 hadiths. Imam talk to people according to their understanding. He'll be talking to Harun Rashid according to his understanding. He won't give him the truth. He'll just give him something to just maybe shut him up. But the truth will be revealed to people like Salman and Abu Zar or other close companions.
The close companions. The truth was given to them because they were able to handle it, while others maybe were not given the same answer because of the situation or the circumstances.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's also... the Hubaili guy he's rejected it. He said, okay, it's been good talking to you, and we'll just leave it at that.
Nice knowing you.
Nice knowing you. And that's what, he goes, or if you want to come to my articles or read some more articles, I'll be putting them up. Keep in touch with me, and, Assalamu alaikum.
It is very disappointing to see that you only got response from one of these mosques, and you had mass emailed all of these different Shia institutions. But there's also something encouraging, isn't it? That the fact that they are aware of this call. They're very well aware that there is a group of people who are calling to the will of Prophet Muhammad. They are led by a person that they claim is the Mahdi, Abu Sadiq, the Qa'im, and their silence is actually a proof of their mute devils.
Yes.
Right?
I give credit to the brother. You probably tell me his name, who went to the mosque, and they made a video of him actually standing in front
Sajid.
of people.
Yes,
and
brother
he spoke
Sajid.
about it. And at least they had the courtesy to say, okay, we'll let you speak about Abdullah Hashim or Ahmad al-Hassan, whoever you want to talk about.
At least they gave him a platform.
At least they gave him a platform. Okay, if you cannot, if you can't refute me, at least
Hear me
bring it
out.
up, hear me out.
Yeah.
Then mock me as you like, but hear me out. Then show your
But
side.
you see,
of proofs.
you represent an existential threat to them, as a money gathering organization in the West, because once you come and reveal the truth, that's the end for them, right? They have to hand over everything.
It's surprising, all this knowledge, all these books, and you can't come forward and give a hadith or say, this is the reason why we don't believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, why does someone write that? There's scholars out there. Why don't they write something why we don't believe in Abdullah Hashim or Ahmad al-Hassan? Come forward, show your proofs.
Like a real proof.
Real proofs.
Not just their opinions and their feelings.
Unfortunately, this is what they run on.
That's all they
Feelings.
have at the moment. It's empty slander. And so Idnan, you can testify to it as well. And that's a very refreshing perspective, because we as AROPL Studios can safely tell everyone out there that we have never encountered a single person who has tried to argue against the religion, whether it be a scholar or a lay person, and they be successful in defying Abu Sadiq and his teachings. Idnan, you yourself are testifying to the exact same experience. You went there, you've spoken to scholars, you've tried to bring them to know about the religion, but either they block you, or they ignore you, or they tell you, I don't believe you, but I don't know why I don't believe you. I'm not going to explain why. I'm not going to reject based on evidence.
Yeah, there's some you'll get who'll say, do you know Arabic?
That's
Now,
their argument. Do you know Arabic?
This is,
Are you an Arab?
Are you an Arab?
Yeah.
Or do you know Arabic?
Sorry,
Although they
we don't-
forget that this is now the big question, that the mother of the Qaim, or the 12th Imam, is a Jew.
A Roman.
A Roman.
Yeah, Roman, yes.
Now this, I was talking to my wife earlier, and I'm thinking, okay, how can people digest this? And if Abu Sadiq comes forward and he says, the 12th Imam, he's going to be half Jewish. And I said, now this is a thorn again stuck in your throats, because
Right.
you're thinking an Arab.
Yes.
You're thinking an Arab. It's not going to be that. I said, you already mentioned this in your members, that how the lady came and met, and this journey, what she took.
Imam Hassan al-Askari, yes, exactly.
She was sold. I said, just through a dream.
Wow.
She was a
And-
Roman princess sold into slavery and found Lady Nargis, of
Lady
course,
Nargis.
we're talking
I
about.
said, look at her Iman. I was speaking to my wife. I said, look at her Iman. I said, she got sold. She didn't doubt. I said, she came all the way. And Imam, from his knowledge, he knew how much the guy will take, and you can just get her from there. And look at that Iman. And look, they narrate the story. They know the story. But when someone comes out and says, listen, I'm the Mahdi, and Israel is the name of the prophet, and they go, oh, he's a Jewish
He's
agent,
an agent.
Yeah.
he's a Jew.
They just immediately reject it, because
Yeah.
then it's not something they've been conditioned with.
Yeah, true.
They haven't been told the truth. And
But I
that's all
love
they
this
know.
spirit that you confront with the truth. It's great to see that, and it's very refreshing that you're not afraid. And when you confront them with the truth, they have nothing to say.
I've learned this lesson from Abu Sadiq. He says, empty the vessel. If you think your vessel's full, that's it. You got nothing else to learn. You're going to say you're happy with, just beating yourself up every Muharram. You're happy with being a Sunni. You can just do Miladun Nabi and you're happy. You're happy with that. Your cup's full. But the time comes, it goes, no, empty, because I'm going to bring a new jurisprudence, new book.
So Idnan, Abu Sadiq, from him his peace, is an individual who believes strongly in being actively supporting God. And you have been dedicating different works to this movement, to this call. Can you describe what it means to support God in this day and age? What does it mean to stand by the messenger of God today and move towards that divine just state and build that divine just state? Can you elaborate what that means in your terms to the viewers?
This is the time which the characters come live. The characters, the Sahaba, they can come live.
Yes.
And this is our opportunity to be part of this. I mean, how great it would be. I mean, Shias and Sunnis, they fought each other. They blame themselves, each other. They say, you killed Hussein. Oh, you killed Hussein. Where were you when Hussein were being butchered? Say, oh, no, it wasn't us, it were you guys. So he goes, now's the time to, prove them wrong. Come join the call. Support the Hussein, he's here.
Very well said.
Yes. People don't see it like that. Everyone's too comfortable with their own little listening to majalis. They don't want to pick up a book. They don't want to read. Someone like this is a big threat to them. It's a big threat. I mean, he'll be accused of all sorts. So, inshallah, I'm going to continue with my dawa. And I would love it for people to hate me on this now. Because I know what people have to go through with hardships to get closer to the Imam of the time. And in this dawa, I've seen people like yourselves and the other brothers who've gone through a lot just to be with the truthful one. And it's amazing. You guys have been through amazing journeys. And inshallah, I want to be a part of this. I want to be like you guys. I want to just follow the best and be with the best. And because life's too short, we're here for a purpose. We're not here to be building houses or mansions, paying the bills, working, just looking after our own family and, not helping the Imam of our time. An Imam of our time is more important than our families. And this is something obligatory on every Muslim. We have to support him, like it or not. We can make excuses. Oh, he's going to come on this, he's going to come on that. But there again, deep down, they already know, no, what he's saying, we cannot refute his arguments. His claims are valid. The scholars cannot come forward and argue against him. The big steps, what the Imam is taking to put forward his dawah, but nobody's confronting him.
Exactly. Brother Idnan, it's been such a pleasure to have that conversation with you, to sit here with you. We're honored to call you our brother. We're happy when we meet our soul family around the world of believing brothers and sisters. And it's been a great experience having you here. We were really honored and excited to have Brother Idnan here at AROPL Studios, and we'll continue to be showing you different brothers and sisters from around the world and sharing their inspiring and motivating stories with you. So until then, thank you so much for tuning in, and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.